From the Chad Basin to the Sahel and then the Horn of Africa, the 5 regions on the continent face the evolving threat of terrorism and its consequences. Tens of thousands of human lives have been lost to the scourge and lots more still facing the risk.
The epicenter of terrorism has shifted from the Middle East and North Africa into sub-Saharan Africa, concentrated largely in the Sahel region. The situation in Africa, particularly in the Sahel, is dire, with some of the most violent terrorist groups operating in the Sahel, the region now accounting for almost half of all deaths from terrorism globally.
These issues are demanding drastic measures, and as Nigeria hosts the rest of the continent, partners across the globe are here too to join in the search for solutions to the threat of terrorism.
By prioritizing collaborative initiatives and supporting reconstruction, disengagement, reintegration, and reconciliation efforts, we can address the root causes of terrorism and promote sustainable peace and security.
Additionally, political instability, governance challenges, ethnic and religious tensions, economic inequality, and poverty also significantly contribute.
Then, the challenge is apparently half solved, with leaders here identifying poverty, marginalization, illegal mining, proliferation of small and light weapons in the hands of non-state actors as part of the root causes. And just as the host president, Bola Tinubu, agrees that terrorism cannot coexist with democracy, the leaders believe that inclusive development, good governance and rule of law should be guaranteed, while also building institutions and strengthening existing structures to stem the tide of terrorism on the continent.
No one state can solve this problem for itself. It requires continuous and concerted action by all of us. We need to reposition our regional organizations and build the capacity of our national institutions to effectively address this element of terrorism and violent extremism.
We must invest in building the capacity of our institutions to detect, prevent, and respond to terrorist threats, whilst respecting due process, transparency, and accountability.
We need to build synergies between our forces for defence and security, but we also need to deploy effective institutions in a context of reorganising and restriking global balances.
Now, this assemblage has just 2 days to brainstorm and come up with an enduring solution that will turn around the current threat of terrorism in Africa.